me show ya the reasons why you gotta look over your shoulder. A time when hearts are filled with disorder. We living in a new world order, a global takeover. Better take cover or fight back against the system. The choice is yours, be the resistance.
Just going over some news footage about the Rob Ford case. I'm sure you're all aware of Rob Ford. He's the Toronto mayor who was apparently caught smoking crack on video. At first he denied it, but later he came forth admitting it because the police obtained video footage claiming that it was true.
Okay guys, any clearance there?
Mayor Ford, are the allegations true? Are the allegations true, Mayor Ford?
Hit me in the face.
Are they true, Mr. Ford? Mayor Ford, are the allegations true?
What do you have to say about the allegations, Mr. Mayor?
Anyways, like I said this morning, these allegations are ridiculous. It's another story. The Toronto Star going after me, and that's all I've got to say for now.
It's not just the Toronto Star, sir, it's also the doctors.
So the video is just made up? The video is just fake?
Mayor, are you saying the video is fake?
Certainly we all know that videos can be altered, and we certainly know that drug dealers can't be trusted.
As a result of the evidence that was seized on June 13th at the conclusion of Project Traveler, a number of electronic devices, computers, telephones, and hard drives were seized. They were able to identify a number of files that had been deleted and that they were able to recover those files. As a result, I have been advised that we are now in possession of a recovered digital video file. That file contains video images which appear to be those images which were previously reported in the press.
The question we asked you back in May? Can you
You said the video didn't exist.
You asked me a couple of questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
Not long after hearing about the video that was going around, I recall hearing about somebody who was murdered. Like one of the people who had the video or were in the video was murdered, and I found that pretty suspicious. And I went to go look for a video of that report or anything on YouTube, and I couldn't find nothing. There was only one video, which there's a clip for it.
As for Ford, he has denied the existence of the video. He's also denied using crack cocaine. And the saga took another bizarre turn with a new report from a Canadian newspaper that indicates that a man may have been killed because of his possession of the infamous videotape.
And this is from Thursday, June 27. A surprise guilty plea brought a stunningly speedy end to the legal case of Nassar Hashimi in the high-profile death of a man linked to the Mayor Rob Ford video scandal. Hashimi, 23, pleaded guilty to the reduced charge of manslaughter of Anthony Smith, who was one of the gentlemen in the picture that apparently had the video. Smith, Mohammed Katak, and a third man appeared with Ford in the infamous photo outside a West End Toronto bungalow. Hashimi, 23, was originally charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder after Smith, 19, was fatally shot and Katak, 19, wounded near the Loki Lodge on King Street West near Spadina Avenue early March 27th. The unexpected plea means little evidence will be presented in court, defense lawyer John Struthers said he had enough disclosure to resolve the case. Hashimi was sentenced to 9 years in prison, a term jointly recommended by the Crown and Defense. The Crown and Defense, there we go. He was also sentenced to 4 years imprisonment to be served concurrently for aggravated assault. The lesser plea properly and justly reflects the extent of Mr. Hashimi's legal culpability on the evidence in the case, Prosecutor Mary Misner told Ontario Court Justice Paul Taylor. Court heard Smith and Katak were known to police as alleged members of the Dixon City Bloods, a West End Toronto street gang recently targeted by police. Smith was shot in the back of the head and thigh. Katak was struck in the shoulder area. The shooting occurred in the heat of a fight, and in the melee, he acted instinctively in the sudden excitement of the moment and while his capacity was diminished by alcohol and drugs, Mr. said. Struthers said his client demonstrated his remorse by immediately instructing him to seek a plea deal. The facts on the ground were very clear. This was a manslaughter by any legal analysis, he said. It's a plea that involves excessive force and self-defense. Struthers said it was an excellent result for Hashimi, who can apply for parole in 3 years. He acknowledged it was the fastest resolution to a murder case of the more than 70 he has handled. So they just got this guy in and out who murdered one of the guys related to the Rob Ford video. He acknowledges that it was the fastest resolution to a murder case in more than 70 that he's handled, and Hashimi can apply for parole in 3 years. So tell me something's not going on here. I mean, tell me that this guy here killed the person and is just getting away with it. He's having a walk through the legal system. 3 years, he's on parole, the fastest resolution to a murder case. Come on, there's something going on here. Broker details violent pursuit of Rob Ford video, and this is published November 8th. Today's date is the 15th. So not too long ago this was posted, and this has been going on since July, even before that I believe. But I wanted to show you guys this article here. One of the men who tried to sell a video alleged to show Rob Ford smoking crack cocaine says some people in Toronto's Dixon neighborhood received death threats and offers of cash after news of the explosive video became public in May. Mohammed Farah, who attempted for weeks to broker a sale of the Ford video to several media organizations, ended his silence in television interviews aired on Friday on CBC's The Fifth Estate and City News. And this was part of an operation, a sting operation called Project Traveler, which they were attempting to get drugs and weapons, and it seemed like it was in relation to the Dixon neighborhood Bloods, as we'll find out.
Until he came clean this week, that tape of Rob Ford smoking crack was a smoking gun, a hot commodity someone wanted to sell. Tonight, we're introducing you to the man who tried to broker a deal for it with the Toronto newspaper. He told his explosive story to our colleagues at the Fifth Estate about other potential buyers and the nasty lengths they seemed prepared to go to get it.
In January, he says he was approached by a young man he knew, a man we now know from other sources to be Mohammed Siad.
So he showed me one video of me Rob Ford, and when I seen that video, it was pretty shocking. I think I was taken back by it.
He says he agreed to try and sell it for Siad. So far, met with the Toronto Star. He was asking for $100,000. The Star wouldn't pay that, but it reported on the video's existence. And that's when Farah said his neighborhood became a target. He says he heard a lot of stories.
There were some people in the neighborhood, I would say people that are in organized crime, that drove in and showed people a suitcase of money, said, hey, look, whoever has the video, put them in contact with us. This is their cash, this is their money.
They were literally showing people suitcases of money?
Yeah, coming in fancy cars and showing cash.
Then he says he heard about phone calls from people he was told had connections to Mayor Ford.
There was phone calls coming in from people claiming to be ex-military, claiming to be police officers, saying, look, if you guys don't pass the video or find the video, we'll arrest you guys or we'll have you guys executed.
Farah is a community organizer with no criminal record. But in June, he was arrested as part of a massive police sweep dubbed Project Traveler. He says he's talking now because he thinks that since those arrested are being held responsible, the mayor should be too.
He lied to the people of Toronto.
Mr. Farah told the Fifth Estate he has never personally seen the mayor do drugs, but noted Mr. Ford was regularly spotted in the Dixon neighborhood and at a nearby bungalow that police described as a drug house in the documents, which apparently is this neighborhood here. And the person who was shot was Anthony Smith, was his name. And here's another article that I wanted to point out. Rob Ford video, Mohammed Khatak, man pictured with Toronto mayor, seeks video release. As news of the mayor's confession and refusal to step aside made headlines around the world, some city councillors expressed skepticism at Ford's claim that he has nothing left to hide. Denzil Manam Wong, who plans to table a non-binding motion asking Ford to take a temporary leave of absence, says he's concerned about the possibility City Hall hasn't seen the end of revelations about the mayor because they won't release the video footage and some of the details discussed, etc., etc. I don't know what it is, but there's more information that will likely come out, he said. I'm troubled by that it will create further controversy and hurt this city even further. So keep in mind there that he's saying, I don't know what it is, but there's more information. So this guy knows what the information is, he's just not talking about it. Then we have underneath Karen Stintz, who has said she will run for mayor next year, predicted more information could be revealed, but said she hoped for the city's sake that this was the end of it. What I do know is there is more information that could be revealed, she told a large crowd of reporters gathered outside Ford's office. I don't know what that information is. Again, we'll find out more as the days unfold, and I certainly hope for the city's sake that we've seen the end of this. Pretty much spewing this exact same thing that Denzel Minem Wong is stating, that they know that there's more incriminating evidence that's going to come out, but they hope that it doesn't. It also discusses Project Traveler documents. That documents were released, that the media has been probing to get some documents. This article here has some things. Mohammed Katak's lawyer, Daniel Brown, argues the video files are relevant disclosure and may assist Katak in defending himself on the charges he faces, because he faces charges from the Project Traveler operation. And there is likely organized crime involvement here, trying to get the video, and these are reports from a week ago. It's obvious what's going on here. Massive cover-up, massive scandal in the court system, legal system, all that stuff. I mean, if this were to happen to anybody else in the public, they'd be gone from their job. I mean, I know for a fact that you work any job, a restaurant job, a variety store, a factory, anything, you're smoking crack at work, you're gone. You'd be fired instantly. When you can control a massive amount of people like that using violence, threats, fear, all sorts of stuff, that's organized crime, criminal activity in my opinion.
Criminal. Now, of course, don't think this guy's just all pratfalls and classic physical comedy. He's also been photographed with his arm around a neo-Nazi and explained why stores should be open on statutory holidays thusly.
What some are calling a backhanded compliment to Toronto's Asian community.
Those Oriental people work like dogs. They work their hearts out. They are workers non-stop. They sleep beside their machines. The Oriental people, they're slowly taking over.
Another chapter in the evolving Rob Ford story emerged today when this video was released online.
No holds barred, mother. He dies right.
Moments after its release, Ford offered another embarrassing apology, this one again made against the advice of his most senior staff.
It is extremely embarrassing. And I don't know what to say. I'm again, I apologize.
A source tells CBC the video was shot in February or March. The context is not known.
I don't know the context. I really don't. It's obviously a private moment. He's obviously very disturbed.
Because I'm going to kill the fucking guy. I'm telling you, the surgery might die. But I'll try one more time, brother. You didn't fall. I'll let you. No holds barred, mother. He dies right now, brother. Brother, you've never seen me go, brother. You think so, brother? But when he's done that, I'll rip his throat out, I'll pull his eyes out. When he's dead, I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead. I need 10 minutes to make sure he's dead. It'll be over 5 minutes, brother. So I've done it 10 minutes out. Brother, it'll be a bad, I ain't a sick motherfucker, dude. But no one's gonna around me. No interference, brother. If I win, I will donate.
These guys are pros, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. I need 15 minutes. I need 15 minutes.
Too much time.
No. I need 5 minutes. No. I'm not doing it for 5. No. I'm doing it 5. I'm gonna prepare for it. I'll call it. I'll in that ring.
So what you have happening is the media is totally covering up for this. You're hearing the media cry about the video and how Mayor Ford smoked crack, but you're not hearing anything about the murder of Anthony Smith and the cover-up behind all that stuff.
I made mistakes in the past, and all I can do is apologize, but it is what it is, and I can't change the past.
3:13.
Okay, are you gonna come back to say a few words?
Holy Christ! Cool, I thought it was back. Just hit me in the face with the camera.
Happy birthday, Rob Ford. Please resign, Rob Ford.
Why should the mayor resign?
Because he's humiliating us.
We living in a new world order, a global takeover. Now let me show ya the reasons why you gotta look over your shoulder. A time when hearts are filled with disorder. We living in a new world order, a global takeover. Better take cover or fight back against the system. The choice is yours, be the resistance.
off my property, please.
Don't
get off my property. Take it off my property.
I'm leaving.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Get off my property. Thank you.
We're off your property.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your investigation.
What don't you understand? Get off the property, partner.